Hello, everyone. How are you today? I feel like I'm really dark. Let's see what we got going on here. Happy Monday. Like, last day of January. We're getting there. We're getting there. Good morning. Hi, Jamie. So happy to see you. And Amber. Got all my peeps here. Woo woo. Oh my gosh. So we have the last day of the month. And we also, it happens to be, yes, I am the snow queen for sure. I'm just like the freezing temperature queen because it is just so freaking cold. Like I think we all at this point could figure out that I am not a fan of that. Look at our mug for the day. Fantastic. Aw, thank you. You know, Instagram filters are kind of life, and they help out a lot. Throw some sparkles on it. We're good to go. So today also happens to be the new moon in Aquarius. So happy new moon to you as well. So this new moon is really great for, you know, this one's just a very interesting one for me because I feel like it's everything that's been happening in the last month. You know, things have probably been brought up, situations, emotions, all those things that we have to deal with. And this new moon, I feel, really calls to recognizing what they are, seeing what's popping up, and then like refocusing and reshifting how you want to bring it into the next month and what you want to bring in. Because we are still in Mercury retrograde, but you know, I always call it the 3 R's: rest, reflection, restore. That's how I look at retrogrades. So that is one of those things that, you know, I feel like with this new moon too, it really calls to that. Like, what are we restoring? What are we bringing into the next month? And, you know, I think it's important. It's important to give some attention to that. Because we are so, again, easy to just kind of poo-poo it off, not deal with it. But why is it popping up, right? Why does it keep popping up? Good questions. And I also post, on Stardust Wanderer, my Stardust Wanderer page, okay. Apparently nothing. My mind just went blank. I post a tarot spread every new moon and every full moon. So this one has some really good reflection questions in it. So I will share it in the story because I think this is like the month to really kind of pull some cards, or you can really use it for any kind of divination you want, actually. So yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. We have tomorrow, we have Elliot Adam going to be hanging out with me tomorrow. Yay! I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And he will be coming on at 1 p.m. Eastern time. So definitely come check that out. He has his book Fearless Tarot just came out. And I have it. Hey, Saphira. And I don't have it here. I have it upstairs because I'm reading it. Yay. Yeah. Hey, Deanne, how are you? Oh my gosh, I haven't seen you in a while. So I love that. I love how he breaks it down, all the different cards in it, and it's a lot of fun. And I've been just reading it and going through it. I have, you know, anybody who I interview, I read their book and I read all of those things. And Carlton, hey Carlton. So I'm always reading a book, but it's for work. That's why. So it's okay. But it's all books I want to read anyway. So that is an awesome, exciting thing. So I'm reading his book, and what book do I have next to read? I think I'm reading An Angels Among Us is next, by Robbie Holtz. This is going to be my next one. Oh, thank you. So this is like, because I'm going to be talking with her at the beginning of March. So I'm reading her book next. So it's really interesting. It's about how to reach out to your guardian angels and spirit guides. So you'll have to tune in when we talk about that. What do we have next month? I have one of the big desk calendars. So I don't have it like ripped off just yet. So we do have, I think we have Eliza next week. Yeah. Oh, and her book I have upstairs too. I've been reading that one. Guys, we have so many awesome people. Like, you really need to be, the best thing to do, have your notifications on for the Cartomancer magazine. Follow us on all the things. And really, you could always hit the link in our bio if you are looking for any of the stuff. So that's really, really, the best way to not, rip off life. That's the best way to definitely not miss any of this cool stuff. So this week I'm going to be using the Lonely Dreamer Tarot. Woo. And I let my bookcase choose this. So this is something that I didn't know that not everybody did, but I have a bookcase that has all of my decks, which are about 4 deep, and on top now I need another one, but I haven't found the right one because apparently I have some attachment to my bookcases. I feel like they are a part of, you know, when I find the right bookcase, it's like a part of my tarot deck in a way, or decks. And I will just go to it and I just kind of run my hand over it and I just pick the deck that it chooses for me. So I kind of let my bookcase choose, especially if I have clients and stuff. That's what I do. And apparently not a lot of people do that. So just a little tidbit, a little Jen tidbit. But also too, I want to use, we're going to do some charms. I have a whole bunch of charms in my little charm thing. I'm going to show you so I don't see our charms. Yay. So I'm going to use some charms. We're going to do something a little different. We used our past life cards last week, which was interesting. Yes, I know. Okay, good. I was telling somebody that I did that and they're like, I've never heard of that. And I'm like, how? I don't believe it. See, because you are my people. You get it. And you know, that's right. And I know they look cool, like all sparkly, but I have been looking for about a month now, and it's not like the bookcase is anything fancy. I mean, I love a fancy bookcase, don't get me wrong, but I don't know, it just has to be the right one. And I haven't found it, but I really need it because I have so many, like I would video it and make a reel out of it, but I really don't want to because it's not pretty, okay? It's not Instagram pretty, so we can't do it. Maybe if I use the sparkly filter, that would be great, right? You know, it is what it is, folks. It is what it is. Anyway, so we're going to do our cards. We're going to do our charms today and all of that. Oh, yeah, Wayfair. Oh, my gosh, right. I have to use that. I have to go on there and look. Yes. Oh, Severa. Whatever, Severa. Whatever. Actually, when we first moved here, I mean, we've been in this house for 10 years. I got a lot of things off Wayfair. I should look. Thanks, Jamie, for the reminder. I needed that reminder. So, let's give the cards a little shuffle, shall we? See what we're getting for this new moon in Aquarius. The seeking new moon. Live stream the process. I should. Oh my gosh. I should. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. We're doing it. All right, so I know you always do. So let us get started here. If you just joined us, happy new moon. I kind of feel like this is like the seeking moon. I don't know why. Like, it's just seeking, like, to kind of bring everything together. I'm just saying what's popping in my head, so let's just be glad it's all just not really, really crazy, because that can happen. All right, so let's start at the top with our Aries friends. So we have, ooh, the Six of Pentacles. I'm looking at this card. I haven't used this deck in a minute. So Six of Pentacles. So Aries, you know, I think for you this week, it's all about kind of focusing where you want things to be. And, you know, really taking notice of how your energy is affecting others. And if that is not in the greatest way, then maybe you need to do some grounding. So I think it's about just really awareness and, you know, how you're presenting, how you want to present. let's grab a charm out of my little fancy charm box. Look at this little, all right, I'm going to show you this real quick. Look at my little charm box, how cute it is. You know, yeah, we like little containers of all sorts. So let's see what we got. Woo! Ooh, that's interesting. So we got a little sword. Oh my gosh, this is like the smallest little pirate sword ever. I love it. So with this, I want to say too, when you're checking your energy, you know, if there's things that you don't need or you don't like that are coming up for you, or bad habits or limiting thoughts, it's time to just cut them away with the little mini pirate sword. Look at that. Oh my gosh, I love this so much. I forget, like I have so many charms in here, I forget which ones are in there. So that's what you got, Aries. So next we have Taurus. Wow, that was a jumper. I know. I gotta remember where I got that. It's pretty awesome. Oh, and also too on my page, on Stardust Wonder, I released a new card. I released the Devil card, so you should go check that out because it's pretty cool. It's one of my favorites. And quick little story about it. I gave it to her, and she's like, "This is gonna be a lot to draw," and I'm like, "I know, but I really like it this way." And she was so awesome. We did some major negotiating, and we did it. And it worked wonderfully. So go check it out. Yeah, definitely check it out. I know. I realize as I'm going and releasing my cards, they're all quite spicy. I guess that's just how it is. It's just the Stardust Wanderer Tarot deck is going to be a little spicy. You know, keeping it real. So we have the King of Cups here for you, Taurus. So this week, you need to focus on, you know, just giving love. I feel like that's what it is. It's like giving love. Like he's kind of holding that cup, right? And he's not holding it like he's holding it like towards himself. He's holding it more like it's just more up. Like it's almost like he's going to be like giving it. So I think this week for you, Taurus, it's giving love. Maybe, you know, as I'm even saying this, and I always like, and I love doing it this way because I feel like it really just, that's like sparks your intuition too. Who is the first person you think of when they need that, when I tell you that you need to give some love? Whoever that person is, that's the person you need to reach out to. And that could just be in the form of some support. You can just even send them a little message if you haven't talked to them in a while. What do you think, Taurus? So let's pick a charm. So for you, oh, I got this. We got the house charm. So does that make it better? A little bit. So we have the house charm. So Taurus, you know, and I love that because, you know, Taurus, you love your home energy. So I feel like that might point that to somebody in your house needs a little extra love. So that's your job this week, Taurus. I'll take it. I'll take it. And if you just joined us, make sure to tune in tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern as I chat with Elliot Adam of Fearless Tarot. And I think he's doing another book too. So we're going to talk about that as well. All right. So this is interesting. Let's see. This just says ombre. Woo! Let's see. Ombre. I wonder if this is an extra card. Because I don't know what this card's supposed to be. You know what? We're going to find out right now. We're going to find out with ombre means. Ombre. Throwing in extra cards here. But you know what? We're going to figure it out together. This is a group effort right now. And you all know I like to take you on my journeys. But I'm not sure that I can find what it is. All right. Fine. I can't find it. I will look for it afterwards because it's not popping up. So we're going to look to see what the ombre card means. But we'll just go intuitively, right? Because that's what we do here. So for you Geminis, You know, for this one, I kind of feel like it's a balance, because the first thing's pointing out for me, like what points out for you guys? For Geminis, I'm seeing the light and the dark. So that's a very Gemini energy, right? Like, come on. So I think for you this week, Gemini, it's about balancing the light and the dark. Like, it's very easy to kind of float into one of these, but it's not always easy to kind of hang out in that middle space. So for you, I really think it's important to just really work on the balance of it, for sure. Yes, Carlton, definitely. So Geminis, let's see what charm you got here. So we have a book. Like, this is a book, but on this book, right, on this charm, it says Once Upon a Time. So for me, it's almost like a fairy tale book, right? And that's kind of interesting because, you know, when we have, let's see if it'll focus. You see the lettering on it anyway. That's what it says, is Once Upon a Time. So, you know, a lot of fairy tales, though, are about the light and the dark, right? They're about the good and the bad. So I think the charm, like with the charm, it's really talking about, you know, maybe looking at the situation or at how you are like how you are coming forth in your energy with anybody in a very, like, look at it from a different way. Look at it from a fairy tale way, or maybe even read some fairy tales and just to remind yourself of those two different sides of you, but they can work together in a way too. So we got the little fairy tale charm. That's interesting. So that brings us to and also, if you guys have a question, you want me to pull a card for you, if you're on your phone, you can use the little question bubble with the question mark in it, or you could just, if you're not, you can go ahead and put it in the chat as well. So, all right, jumpers. These are jumpy cards today. That brings us to Cancer. So we have the Emperor. Look at that. All right. So, Cancers, for you, it's time to really take charge. Maybe there's some situations that you've been letting other people kind of dictate for you, or, you know, letting them make the decisions, and you're like, sure, I'll just go along with it. This week, it's time for you to take charge and make sure you're making the decisions, and you have these important situations that are relate to you, are going the way that you want and really aligning with your truth. Because by just sitting back and letting other people make decisions, it may be easy, like short term, but in the long run, it's not going to work the way you want. So Cancers, it's time for you to take charge of your decisions. And let's see what you get. Woo. So, oh, look at that. This one it's like a little, my nails are really long. Oh, Callie, I just did Cancer too. So Cancers, we have this little masquerade mask. So I think that's really interesting. Like, I'm telling you, it's time for you to stand up to make those decisions that are really important to you, and not let others make the decisions by taking your mask off. I gave you a masquerade mask, Callie. Callie. So that's really important. So that's what we're getting this week. Look, can I do it like that? Look, it kind of looks like I'm wearing it. Sorry, I'm a weirdo sometimes. So that was interesting. I really think that really went along well with that card. All right, let's get a card for Deanne. Certainly. So we have the Three of Pentacles. So Deanne, it's all about working together this week, or working with others and doing it for your benefit. I feel like that it's really important that those people that you also choose have the same vision as you. Or if it's a situation that they have the same outlook on the situation as you, because I feel like that's really going to help everything flow for you. So it's, you know, really getting those people around you that are supportive. And if they aren't supportive, then you need to kind of let them simmer in the back a little while. But the ones that are aligned with you and aligned with what you believe and how you want things to go, if it's a situational thing, those are the ones you need to bring. They need to bring forward. I'm like, I can't talk this week. You know what it is some days, like, my brain's going super fast, but my mouth can't keep up, even though I talk really fast. It just happens. So, that's what we got for you, Deanne. And now that brings us to Leos. My Leos. All right, Leos. You're so very welcome. Whoa, another jumper. That King of Cups, like, he keeps jumping out. I think for you, though, this week, Leo, I think it's more about receiving. And I think this is really coming in the form of help, because you're the one that is, you know, helping others all the time. You're the one that's always going out of your way to help other people. And, you know, sometimes that comes at a cost, and then you're exhausted. So I think for you, you need to really be mindful about receiving and knowing that people's intentions are good towards you. And even though it may not be the way you want it to be, if it's a situational thing, if someone's helping you out, that they're doing it out of love. So you need to be receiving of that and practice some gratitude. So that's what I got for you, Leo. Let's see what charm we got. Oh, we got a moon charm. Oh, that doesn't help. And Jen needs to get her nails done. There we go. Look at that moon chart. It's a really pretty moon charm too. So I think for you too, because today's the new moon, I think it's about, for you, again, having that gratitude. But, oh, did I drop it? Ah, we dropped it. I'll get it later. I think it's also just about bringing that gratitude into the next month. And maybe for you this week, make sure you're practicing gratitude every day. And really particularly about those around you and thanking them. Because for some reason that energy, it's like, I feel like you're ready to open something up, like a next level thing, but the universe is calling you to do this first. So that's it. That's it. And that's that, Leo. I'm throwing the moon on the floor. So, I mean, it's pretty serious when that happens. Let's see what card we have here. Yes, Saphira. Let's do this. We got the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles, Saphira. So for you, I think it's just really about making your home like cozy. Your space is cozy this week. I feel like that's what you need. You need that cozy. You need, you know, to just be the queen of your house and really embrace that and make a cozy spot and plant yourself there and not feeling guilty about it. I think that's really what it is too, Saphira, for you, is not feeling guilty for just taking that time for yourself. So that's what I feel like this Queen of Pentacles is calling for you to do. So there's... All right. I did. Yay! That's amazing. And it sounds comfy. Oh my gosh. I mean, when, you know, like when you get your space comfy and you have everything that you need, that is like the best thing ever. It really is. And nothing feels better than doing that. So that's like extra for you this week, Saphira. All right. Where are we going to? Virgos. All right, Virgos. We have the Page of Swords. So I feel like for you, Virgos, you might be getting some messages this week. And they might come in the form of words, a person. They may be signs. They may be numbers. But I think you need to really be paying attention to them. Whatever these things are going on. Yes. Ooh, even better. Yeah, I like that. So Virgos, pay attention to any messages you're getting this week, because I feel like they are being sent for a reason. And when you do get a message, or, you know, when we get messages, you know, for me, like if it's a number thing or an animal thing, I do a lot of things in threes. So I feel like if I see it 3 times or I hear it 3 times, then I know, like, that's how I validate it for me. Like, okay, yes, this is a message. So, you know, whatever it is that works for you, But if you don't practice anything, you can try that and see if it works, if it resonates. But I do feel like when that happens, you want to also write it down. The notes app in your phone, jot it on whatever. And at the end of the day, look at it and then really just decide how it feels to you and what that message is related to. Because sometimes in the moment, we see that, like say we see, 222 and just twos all day long. And then, you don't really think about it at the time, but then you sit at the end of the day and think about it. And it's like, oh, okay, this is what this means to me. Or you look up what twos mean, right? And I think that's something that is super important for you. So let's see what we got. Let's see our charm. Ooh, I like that. So this is really funny. So I got this little camera. So that kind of goes right along with what I was saying. Like, 'cause when we're taking pictures, right, we're seeing it. We're capturing something. So this is about capturing your message this week. Interesting. This is a nice one too. I have these charms and I haven't used them in a while and I forget how many cool ones I have in there. See, and I'm just whipping out all the things for you guys. Like, aren't you happy? Be happy. We all should be happy. But me and all my cartomancy or mancy obsessions. So let's see what we get. We're moving on to Libras, right? Yeah, Libras. All right, Libras. What do we got? What do we got for you? What do we have? Ooh, we have the 10 of Pentacles. So Libras, I really like this too because, this is actually, I like how they depicted this card. Like looking out at like the perfect scene, right? So I want you Libras this week, especially today, because we have that new moon energy and that's all about calling things in and manifesting things. What is your perfect view? What would your perfect February look like? What does the perfect day look like for you? Take something from that and bring it into your everyday. Make it a habit. Put a reminder in your phone, something to bring and make that pretty picture in your head and, make it reality. And we can, it's all baby steps. It's one thing at a time. And I think a lot when we are, when people talk about manifesting and, quantum stuff and all that, it gets a little overwhelming, right? Because they're like, oh, we're going to change this and we're going to change that. You don't have to change big things. You can start small and, just the little steps, like chip away at it because we do have time and you're going to have another new moon next month, right? And so then that's how it's going to go. Actually, I don't know if there's a new moon next month. I think it might be the 1st of March. I have to look at that because of the short month and the way this month, I will look. So, that's what I think, Libras. Like, I think it's time for you to really start calling that pretty picture in. And then that brings us, oh, look at how funny is this? So I got the scales, and which happens to be the sign for Libra, right? So I feel that this charm is just kind of validating it. Like, yeah, Libra, you don't have to, we like pretty Libras. I'm a Libra sun. We like pretty things, right? So again, that's kind of just reiterating that whole pretty picture. What is it? What part of that pretty picture are you going to make happen? That works. That works. So let's have a visit from David here in the cup and my tea. All right. I love that. Nope. All right. Next we have, what else? What do we have? Oh yeah, Scorpio. So before I do Scorpio too, if anyone has any questions, go ahead and use the question bubble there. And then make sure to join us tomorrow. I do have a post, and on the post it has a reminder thing. And you hit the reminder, and then it just like puts a notification out when it's just about time for it to start, or when I go on the live, which is really handy. So if you haven't tried that out, then definitely do that. It doesn't like automatically bring you there or anything. It just puts like an alert on your phone, like if somebody liked your post or something. So it's a cool thing. And tomorrow we have Elliot Adam, 10 a.m. Pacific 1 p.m. Eastern. And I'm really excited to talk to him. He's so sweet, just through, you know, when we've been chatting. All right. Scorpios. Nope. Let's see. Ooh, the High Priestess. So Scorpio, I think this week for you, it's really important to look up. You know, I don't know. Look up really seems important. Like, that is exactly the thing that popped in my head right now, Scorpios. So I think for you, it's all about like looking up and looking at like your higher purpose. So this is more like a spiritual, like a spiritual thing, you know. I think for you, Scorpios, it's really time for you to kind of tap into that. Maybe you haven't been meditating. You haven't been, doing a spiritual practice for yourself. And again, that's also self-care. So I think that calls to you for sure. I love that. What's Deanne saying? Deanne, yesterday I was coming home from the grocery store. A balloon was floating in front of my car and then turned around. It had happy birthday on it. And today is my birthday. Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. I love that. And happy birthday to you. Thank you for joining me on your birthday. That's awesome. Oh, I love that. There was a movie. Oh my gosh, it's probably early 90s. And it was called The Brave Little Toaster. I don't know if anybody here knows that movie, but it had a segment about balloons, and it's a cartoon, and my kids, when they were little, loved, like my one son loved, that was like his repeat movie that he had to watch all day long, and so I knew all the songs. But there's this one section of it, and it talked about like when balloons went up into the sky and what happened to them, you know? And it was like, I don't know, it made me cry every time, but I loved it too, because it was just talking about, they were so, like, the balloons, they like singing to each other, how they were so happy to make their human happy, and now it's time for them to move on, and blah, 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 blah. But that just made me think of that. So I love that. That's awesome. I see your questions, but let me grab a charm here for you, Scorpios. So I got a music note. Oh, I love this. So maybe, Scorpios, you connect to spirituality maybe through music. Or if you don't, try it out. Maybe like some binaural beats. Maybe some relaxing just music. Or maybe if you love some, certain genre of music. Like for me, it'd be David Bowie. We all know this. Which Sirius XM has a David Bowie channel right now. That's making me happy. So I love that. So maybe that's how you want to connect to your spirituality this week. Awesome. All right, let's get to the questions here. Oh, Wednesday. Oh, yeah, Wednesday. I keep thinking, your birthday is on Saturday, Carlton? Oh my gosh. Okay, Amber, thank you. I keep thinking today is the 1st. I'm so sorry. So, because I keep thinking that, I keep saying that Elliot is tomorrow. He's on Wednesday. Because I'm thinking today's Tuesday. Why am I doing that? My live is on Monday and I'm live right now. Don't ask questions, people. So yes, that is why it's really important to get on the notification thing and do the notifications. Because then, you have me saying crazy things, but that notification is going to tell you where to go and when. So yeah. So, yes, and let's pull a card for Carlton. All right. And happy almost birthday. All right. Eyelash fight. Hi. All right, let's go. Let's do this. Ooh, a jumper. Ooh, Carlton. Interesting. So we got the death card. And actually, this is a really cool death card. And yeah, I guess it is a horse. Like, I want to say, like, in the background, like, the shadow kind of looks like a horse to me. And I think it is. Like, but it's really hard to see. So, Carlton, this is going to be a year of change for you. But change for the better. Because we see, look at these flowers. And look, they're even sparkly. So that's really cool. That is a great card to get for your birthday. So I think it's all about embracing the change, going with the flow of it, not resisting it, and just knowing that it's for your best self. Like, you're headed to best self territory. So embrace that. That's all I have for you, Carlton. That was a good one. Oh, I want the death card in my birthday. Love that. Yay. Oh, you're so very welcome. Okay, friends, where were we? Sagittarius, yes. Like, I have to keep a list of this up here because I get distracted so much. I'm just telling you all my secrets today, people. Everybody. Everybody's learning all Jen's secrets and her messy tarot cabinet. And now I'm throwing cards. All right, so Sagittarius, what do we got cooking for you? Ooh, we have the Four of Pentacles. Maybe this week for you, Sagittarius, it's time for it's best for you to keep your cards close to your chest. Maybe it's not really the week for you, like me, to go ahead and just tell all the secrets. Maybe it's best for you to keep things close this week. And there's probably a good reason for that, right? Maybe there is, you know, and maybe you are meant to just kind of see how things play out this week and not really interject anything. So Sagittarius, you know, we know you like to have that moving energy, you know, and you can move along just in a little quieter way. So that's what we got for you. Jamie, it's so bad. Oh my gosh, it's so bad. Oh, you know, and I feel bad and I like apologize to it every time. Like, I'm so sorry, but I haven't found the one yet. So, oh, well, all right, we got a repeat charm, which is always interesting to me because I have so many of them, and when they repeat, like, it's always interesting. So we have the Masquerade one again, but for you, instead of like Cancer, I was like, all right, it's time for you to take this off. I think it's, yes, no, I do too. I will film it. When I get the new bookcase, then I will film the old one or video it. Let me saying film, like I'm in the 1920s, hello. And I will do it, I promise. And I'll make a TikTok for the Cardmancer page. I don't know if I'm going to dance yet though, Amber. So so I got the Masquerade. So instead of like Cancer, I'm like, take it off. I think for you, Sagittarius, it's time to put it on. Because you're just going to be a little incognito this week. I think that's really important. So that's what I got for you. Yes. Whatever, Carlton. Shh. I didn't say that. Disregard. All right, let's see what this card here is. Let's see. Oh, yeah, Amber is on Tarot Takeaways on Soultopia's IG on this Friday, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern, talking all about the Two of Cups. All right. So you can go ahead on Friday, go say hello. All right, let's see. Maybe a little of both. I don't know. All right, let's see. Let's see what we got here. Capricorn. All right, Capricorns. Let's see. Oh, we got the Four of Pentacles again. Interesting. I said a little bit of both. That's what we're doing, okay? So, I think for you, Capricorn, it's that opposite, though, for you. Like, see how he kind of he's holding it? That's just what jumped out to me. So he's kind of holding that pentacle, right? And it's almost like he's just slowly letting go. And I think for you, Capricorn, it's slowly just letting it go. And I feel like for you, though, it's letting go of like these really expectations of people that you have that may be a little bit too much. That it's time for you just to kind of slowly put that down. Like, you know what? It's okay. This person may not be getting it exactly the way you want it, but it's done. So, like for me, the example is the dishwasher. And I know this is a hot topic, but some people are very like their dishwasher packed a certain way. And I say packed because I live in a house full of men, so it's usually packed. And they get really crazy about how it's in there. Like for me, as long as it's done, I'll run that bad boy twice if I have to, as long as I don't have to do it. I never claim to be a domestic goddess, okay? And I'm owning it. So for you this week, Capricorn. If somebody's packing the dishwasher not the way you like, it's okay. Just run it twice. That's my advice. So let's see what charm we get. Oh, we got the house. Look, this is really funny. I got the house charm as I'm talking about dishwashers. So I do think this might be related to your home, Capricorn. It does relate to your home. That's pretty funny. That was funny. All right. The charms are playing nice today. So that brings us to Aquarius in the new moonness of the Aquarius. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, we got the Lovers. All right. So Aquarius, I feel though for you, this is really related to what the love that you want to bring in. I think that's what this focus is. This new moon is in your sign, and I really think this is about the what you want to call in. So use this new moon to call in the love that you want. And excuse me, this might be for yourself too, because this card could definitely be the relationship with yourself, for sure. It doesn't always have to be a partner or significant other or whatever. So decide on that, Aquarius. What love are you bringing in? Do you want to bring in new love? Do you want to bring in more self-love? Or just, it could be a partner love. It could be a family love. It could be a friend love, right? But for you, and I love that I got this on the Aquarius new moon, it's time to call it in. Let's see what we got here. So, whoops. Actually, here we go. Oh, we got this one. This one is kind of interesting. So this is kind of like a mountain scene, right? So maybe that means for you, Aquarius, maybe it's time for you to take a trip somewhere. Like the word retreat comes into my head, but maybe it's like, a self-made retreat. It doesn't have to be like fancy, but I really think that is, like to go somewhere else and to really call in that love and get that attention. Or you know what, Aquarius, maybe it means you need a spa day. We can go with that. I'm okay with that. If you want to invite me, I'm there. I'm there for you. I'm gonna be there, support you in your love. And if it involves spa days, then there we go. I know, right? It's like such like an ASMR thing, right? With the sound of these. I was thinking the same thing. Yes, definitely. All right. Let's see. Let's go to Pisces. We'll get to Pisces. All right, Pisces. It's been a busy morning for me, actually. I already did one live. Some of you, Carlton was with me on my other live, did this, and I have one more live to do after this. And that one's the new moon ceremony. That one's fun. It's been just live. I know. I always think about that because when I do the flip throughs, I've had people comment, like sometimes I put it to music is usually what I do. But some people are, the ones that I didn't put to music, people have commented they like to hear it, and I actually was talking to them about it for sure. Oh yeah, no, that's awesome. Oh, that would be fun, Jamie. I love that. I'll totally write that. But, yeah, it was funny because I don't even remember what deck it was, but we started talking about it from that because they were like, I love the sound of the shuffling. So. All right, let's see. All right, Pisces. Who we got for you? Oh, I like that. Oh, this is a cool card, actually. So we have the Queen of Swords. So, Pisces. Queen of Swords. Yeah, that counts. I think it counts. So for you, Pisces, Queen of Swords, I really think for you, it is all about how you are delivering your truth and how you are using it every day. Are you really talking about how you want Lady Godiva? Yeah, could be. Yeah, she's like all about it. It's really like this. You can kind of, it's funny because it's like you see the images in the shadow. So I think she's like, I think she's like holding the sword back like this, like she's ready to strike. Like you could kind of see it. Yeah, it's really hard in my thing, my stupid camera, but like right here, like see, here's her arm and it's going back. So it's almost like she's going like this, like a spear ready to throw it. So Pisces, I do think for you, it's all about like, how are you throwing your words, right? Like, how are you delivering what you want to say and how you want to say it? And I think that for you, Pisces, it's something to think about. It's something to really like consider, because maybe, you know, maybe in the last couple of weeks you haven't really been showing up that way, the way you want, and you haven't really been speaking clearly on your wants and needs. So this, you know, think about it and use that new moon energy again to bring that into fruition. So let's see. Should I just do this for a couple minutes? Yes. I love that. All right. Because it's the last one, I did that a little extra long for you guys. So what do we got? Oh my gosh, look it. Oh, I love this. Look, we got a mermaid. I love that. Since we have Pisces, right? We have our mermaid. And I think for you, this is just kind of like a backup. Like, you know what? Yes, it's time for you to start throwing your words, to really tap into that Piscean energy and express yourself the way you're supposed to. Oh, hey, that was good. That one came out good. All right. All right. All right. Yes, eyelash fight. You can get a card. So that wraps up all of our zodiac. And Wednesday, because I got my days wrong. Wednesday, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. That's when I'm talking with Elliot. So Wednesday. Amber's going to be over on Soultopia for Tower Takeaways on Friday. That's 11 a.m. Pacific and 2 p.m. Eastern. Talk about the Two of Cups. Super cool. I was on a couple, oh my gosh, probably a month or so ago. Was it a month? And I talked about the Hangman, I believe is what I talked about. Yes, the Hangman. All right, well, we had a jumper eyelash fight, so we're going with that. Yes. I love it. So we have the Eight of Wands for you, eyelash fight. I think for you this week, it's time to make some plans and time to execute them, as in, let's get shit done this week. So I think you need to ride that energy. What is it? You know, tying up loose ends, starting new things. Maybe there's something that you've been wanting to do and you've been putting it off. It's time. It's time to do it, eyelash fight. Get on with your bad self. That's what I got for you. So yeah. Anybody else want a card? Because we are to the end. We are to the end, my friends. As I'm throwing. Oh, this is weird. Okay, so the King of Swords just fell out, and I just want to show you this card. Look at that card. That's very interesting. See how the sword is in his mouth like that? That is an interesting take on it, for sure. With the butterflies. That's a pretty cool card, actually. And it just popped out at me. It wanted me to see it. That was really interesting. Oh, you're welcome, Carlton. So I will see you guys on Wednesday with Elliot. I'm here every Monday, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon Eastern. Again, I use the little reminder thing, so take advantage of it, because who knows when they're going to take it away, right? It is it's a very like deep deck. Like it's deep feeling deck. I really do. I do like it a lot. I haven't used it in a while, so it's very like water art color type situation going on. But it's really interesting. So yeah. All right, guys. You have a fantastic day ahead. Fantastic week. And I'll see you soon.